What in the world is going on with COSM, MULN, and MMAT? Everybody's talking about them, but you're going to be the one that knows exactly what's going on. Welcome to the Rocket Day Trading channel, where you get an edge that no other trader has. Everyone said COSM would be at $1 by now. How is it at 40 cents? How is it at 40 cents? Now, we're going to spend 3 minutes each going over COSM, MULN, and MMAT. We want to know exactly how to trade these and what the heck is going on. How is COSM not at $1 right now? And before we get into that, I want to thank Italy321 for not just joining today our money making club in our free Discord, but also making $600 on his first day trading MMAT stock. Now we want to know exactly how he was able to do that, and we also want to know how we can get those kind of returns in the future. So we're going to start off by taking a look at COSM stock. COSM stock here is right now valued at, like we said earlier, about 40 cents. How is it at 40 cents? The owner said that it would be at $1, so how is it at 40 cents? Well, the institutional traders, they started taking advantage of the hype on the stock. They started seeing that as an opportunity to start shorting the stock, because what they get when they have a lot of retail traders buying a stock is a counterparty. So let's go over really quick what a counterparty is and how you can avoid becoming one. So a counterparty is not necessarily a bad thing, but a counterparty, okay, a counterparty is essentially the other side of a trade, okay, because every trade has two sides. So this is one side of the trade. Okay, I'm going to draw this out. This is one side of the trade, and this is the other side of the trade. And there has to be someone on each side of the trade. So if there is a buyer, then on the other side of that trade, there must be a seller. Okay. So each buyer must have a seller. Each seller must have a buyer. These are called counterparties. Counterparties. And what happens when we have a lot of buyers, okay, a lot of buyers or a lot of shares being bought, especially when it's due to hype, right? People believing that a stock is going to go much, much higher than it is, then what we actually get is institutional traders. Okay, institutional traders are, by the way, people with a lot of money, and people with a lot of money can move the market, as you might imagine. And what do they do when they see all of these new fresh meat buyers coming in when a stock is hyped up? Well, they see an opportunity to get a counterparty. They see an opportunity to sell, okay, to sell shares to all of those fresh new buyers coming into the market. It's an easy win for them, because by selling amidst retail traders who, by the way, it's a sad fact that statistically retail traders will often sell their positions when things don't look good. So, and also they tend to set their stop losses in places where they're easy to get hit. And we'll go over a little bit about how that happened with COSM today. It might have been really scary when you were trading it because the stock just crashed. Do you just hate when that happens, when the stock just crashes right after you buy into it? Does it seem like that happens more often than normal? Well, if you want to know how that happens, you should definitely join our free Discord. The link is in the description. We go over exactly how to avoid that happening and how to even take advantage of it in order to make more money. But what we want to do when that crash happens, or when we have all of those buyers that are then used as a counterparty to the sellers, the institutional traders who move the market, it's game over for them. It's game over for us, okay? Because we are the buyers. We are providing liquidity to them, the institutional traders, allowing them to move the market down because we are buying their shares. So they're basically unloading their shares on us and then pushing the market down afterward so that they can then pick up the prices, the stock at a better price. And that's exactly what happened today. The overall market itself is somewhat weak, but with COSM, we see institutional traders taking advantage of counterparty. They are using buyers and hype in order to create a counterparty for their trades. And that is why COSM sunk like a rock. And that is why I told all of my students in our Discord to get the heck out of COSM, because COSM is going to reverse. Do not buy COSM at the top here at 48 cents. CSM is going to reverse because institutional traders, people with the big money, are using us as a counterparty. Remember that term, the counterparty, because on every trade, there is another side of that trade. We want to be on the winning side of the trade, but institutional traders, the people who move the market, they often put us on the losing side of the trade. So what you need is an edge. Do you have an edge yet? If you do not have an edge, then you're in the right place, because we provide you with the strongest edge there is in the market and let you make more money than you'll be able to make anywhere else. Use the information in this video to your advantage, because all of this is the culmination of 10 years of trading experience. What you get here is not just an analysis, but rather the result of a life of work in stock trading, and use that in order to succeed yourself. Because if you haven't been trading for 10 years, then this will provide you with a distinct advantage in the market. Now that we went over COSM, we're going to take a look at MULN. MULN just squeezed. Look at this short squeeze. I really didn't see this one coming. I didn't see MULN squeezing as much as it has, but it certainly did. Okay. And it squeezed about 10%, and it's expected to go up at least slightly more to about 19.951 cents. I don't personally trade stocks that are this low in value, and the fundamentals of MULN have not changed much. However, if you like short squeezes, then you may want to take a look at investing in MULN either today or tomorrow. This pattern is a pattern that you tend to see when a stock moves up further. So watch this stock. If it shoots down real quick, then it's probably going to shoot up again around this the key level at 0.185 cents. So watch this stock and see what you can do with it. I personally wouldn't trade it, but if you can profit off of this, I'm not going to stop you. MULN is a stock that can go really high, really fast. And if you are going to trade it, then do close your trade before 20 cents, just because that's a level where there's a lot of resistance. MULN aside, we want to take a look at our third stock here, which is known as MMAT. Now, MMAT squeezed really, really hard yesterday, pending the date of the MMTLP stock spinoff. And MMAT not only squeezed from 170 all the way to $2, but it actually squeezed in the aftermarket from $2 to $2.40 and reached a high of $2.55 in the pre-market. Now, this is, if you listen to one tip that I give today that's going to change your stock trading game forever, it's do not buy stocks that have run up immensely in the pre-market and have an opening that's this high up, like MMAT. Anyone that bought in at around the opening of $2.50 lost about 25% of capital, because the stock fell all the way down to $2. I did help one of our friends place a trade on this stock, buying in at around $2.04 and selling, buying in at around $2 and selling it around $2.10. But that doesn't mean that buying in at $2.50 was a good idea. In fact, anyone that did that is suffering greatly as a result. So I just want to remind everyone that As stock traders, our goal is to make money, and that means taking the most high probability setups. In the case of MMAT, that means buying MMAT around $2 so that you can sell it for a profit at either $2.10 or $2.19, which are the two most likely profit targets for our stock. We went over 3 stocks today. The stocks are COSM, MMAT, and MULN. The stock that I see the most potential in is MMAT. However, make sure that MMAT stays above $2 because that is the core point of support, and you need to be picking up this stock around that core level of support. MULN is strong as well, but we don't know if the squeeze will continue. It's very interesting to have the stock shoot up this much in the aftermarket. It means a short squeeze happened, but given that nothing fundamentally changed with MULN, I recommend selling it before 20 cents. Our third stock, COSM, has really taken a dive recently because of the counterparty effect. And it currently stands, though, at about fair value. So picking it up around where it is right now gives you at least a decent chance of success. However, be prepared for the stock to fall all the way down to 30 cents, where the next core level of support is. If you do plan to trade this stock, make sure to trade it and sell it around 46 cents. Okay, with profit target 2 laying at 52 cents. Do not be one of the traders that waits for $1. $1 is likely never going to come. I want from the bottom of my heart for you guys to make as much money as possible. So if it goes to $1, then obviously I want you to be a part of that. But the probability, the odds, the chart, it just doesn't show that. And I want every single person watching this video to make money. And so it would be irresponsible of me to recommend holding it for $1. Instead, use the profit targets that we talked about earlier, and keep in mind that this stock can fall all the way down to 30 cents. MULN, COSM, and MMAT have shown us very interesting activity lately, and by using this guide, you will be able to profit off of or at least avoid losses on these stocks. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys in the next video.